So you know what's so funny is that I think, and I didn't learn how to do this until after I was done selling professionally and I was selling my own stuff, is using more humor at the close as a way where like, if what they thought I was doing was kind of funny and it was also breaking the fourth wall a little bit, I could apply way more pressure. It's hard to give an example because it's so contextual, but that is a good example, what we just went through.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Sales tactic.
It's kind of funny. It's funny, but at the same time, it's high pressure.
Yeah.
And you can get away with so much more. So to bring that full circle, I think the reason why, like, you know, a lot of people like shit on Grant Cardone's selling tactics, but I think if you probably watched him, he's probably good.
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen some of his sales.
And also, like, he's probably good if he's actually doing it, you know? And I think part of the reason he's good is he's kind of hilarious. Yeah. And I think he can do this like high pressure stuff because it's like he makes it fun. Yeah. And when you make it fun, it's like when the fun meter goes up, the pressure meter can also go up. And you can get a lot more decisions quickly just because of the likability. And it's just like there's humor. It also diffuses the pressure.
Yeah.
So then there can be more pressure.
It's literally like there's not a situation in the world though where that like you could be picking up chicks at a bar if you're funny. There's a reason why it's make them laugh, make them breakfast.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like when you can apply pressure.
Yeah.
Because like you get away with being cheeky.
Yeah.
You know,
well, and also
you're like, you sure you want to do that?
You know,
you want to stay broke?
You know, the reason why humor is attractive from an evolutionary psychological perspective is that people who are psychopathic have no humor. And so it's a telltale trait that you're not a psychopath.
We know some very unfunny people.
We know some psychopaths. And they're not that funny. See, there you go. Yeah. They're not that funny.
That's good. Like I think I love humor in sales. Like, and I've used it. Like,
well, it's more fun to sell that way too.
Yeah,
like it's just
I've
way
done it
more
with billion-dollar companies. It works.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I remember I did that very similar pitch to a very large company. I sold them a $600,000 B2B deal, right?
Right.
And their budget was 200. And I pitched a 250, a 600, and a 1.1, right? And like I had the CFO, the CSO, the CMO all on the call, and like I did that exact pitch of like I went back through all the sales calls I've had with them, and I told them what I did to them.
Nice.
And I was like, and this is when you realize if your reps were half as good as me, you'd make twice the money. Right. So is it going to be 600 or $1 million? Yeah. And they were like, we'll do this, and they piffed.
Yeah, that's good.
They piffed. It was like
I piffed somebody. My last sales call I took, which by the way wasn't even. I didn't even book a sales call on my calendar. I just happened to connect with somebody who I thought was still a customer of mine. Turns out they weren't. And then so I'm like giving this person free advice, and at the end they're like, "Yeah, I think I'm going to rejoin." And so like, I ended up pitching them the full pay price, and they're like, "Okay, like, well, I'm going to do it in 2 weeks, and also can I do like a 10 pay?" And I literally just this is. Back to the humor thing. I just was like, bro. Oh. And I just didn't say anything.
Just like disgusted.
Yeah. Ugh. I just was like, oh, dude. And he was like, don't do that. Like, I mean, and he was like, dude, I mean, look, I'll just pay in full. And I just was like, but he's like, I got to do it in 2 weeks. And I was like, dude, come on.
2 weeks.
I was like, you're really going to do that, the timing thing to me right now?
Yeah,
like,
that's so good.
I was like, dude, that's just lame. Yeah. And he's just like, all right, we'll just do it now.
All right. Just send me the details.
But it's just, and so people listening, there's nothing like, don't do the bro close, the bro. Yeah, bro. Like, don't do, it's probably not going to work.
You could bro tap.
But in that specific, like I knew this person, I had a relationship with this person in that context, and also based on the there's certain things, you know how it is, where you do something on a sales call where you're like, that worked, and I know why the psychology behind it worked.
But please don't.
But if somebody listened to that, and then like the next thing you know, you're reviewing somebody's call, and they're like, bro, and that guy's like, what's like, are you a psycho? Like, what's going on? Yeah. It's like you can't lose the context. But sometimes when you get very good, you can do stuff in the moment just because you understand the underlying psychology of it. Yeah. And it seems goofy. Like that close, I wouldn't recommend people doing that. It's not a tactic. Yeah. It was just something that was funny in the moment to that particular person.
Yeah. And like when you're good at something, you're allowed to break the rules.
Yeah. But you have to learn the rules before you break the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't like the salespeople who are like, I've actually sold a lot of stuff. I've done 5 million in closing. So I think I can. I'm like, no, you can't.
No.
I was like, just follow what I teach.
Yeah.
And then you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah. And like, to be honest, I think every sales style works. It's just like the implementation of it. If you want to sell straight line or an EPQ or Cardone, I call it Cardone Smash. Because it's just it's smash. You know what I mean?
You gotta have the humor though.
Yeah.
The humor allows you to do the smash.
And like, if you're like, I actually did a video on this a while ago, which was like how to pick a sales training based on your personality. Like, if you're a meek and meager person, don't do any PQ, right? It's too neutral. If you're me, it's like the best sales style ever, because I was so.
It reeled you back a little bit.
Yeah, like my old sales calls were like, what the fuck's wrong with you, dude? They're so intense. And so like that helped me out. But if you're a super like meek person, Cardones would be great, because like
you need to be able to be assertive.
Yeah, it forces assertion, right?